Humans.
Forest. Ocean. City. Technology. Biology. Solar system. We need to know everything around us. We are the creatures of God. Believe yourself and grow your knowledge in.
Have you ever wondered where the water you drink comes from? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? Well, let's embark on a journey where every drop has a story. Our story begins with the sun, our solar system's fiery furnace, and the engine that powers the water cycle. You see, the sun is not just a source of light and warmth for our planet, it's also the catalyst for the first stage in the water cycle, evaporation. The sun's energy heats the Earth's surface, warming the water in our oceans, lakes, and rivers. This heat provides the energy that water molecules need to transform from a liquid state into a gaseous one. Yes, the water literally takes flight, evaporating into the atmosphere. But it's not just the bodies of water that contribute to this process. Even the sweat that trickles down your brow on a hot summer day, or the moisture exhaled by plants called transpiration, adds to this invisible river flowing upwards. As these water vapors lift into the atmosphere, they're like intrepid explorers, embarking on a journey that will take them around the world, and maybe even back again. And all this happens right under our noses, or rather over our heads, every single day. It's an incredible thought, isn't it? The water that you sipped from your glass this morning might have once been part of the vast Pacific Ocean, a rushing river in the Andes, or perhaps a shimmering dewdrop on a leaf in a rainforest. So the next time you feel the warmth of the sun, remember that it's not just a pleasant sensation on your skin. It's also powering the first step in the water cycle, setting in motion a process that is vital for life on Earth. And as we continue this journey, we'll delve deeper into the other stages of this fascinating cycle. But for now, let's pause and appreciate the sun, our oceans, and this amazing process called evaporation. What happens to the water vapor that rises into the sky? Well, it embarks on a transformative journey. As it ascends, the surrounding air becomes cooler. This drop in temperature causes the water vapor to cool as well, and as it cools, it starts to change. It transforms from a gas back into a liquid, a process we call condensation. This is where the magic happens. The condensing water vapor forms tiny water droplets or ice crystals. These droplets and crystals are so light that they can float in the air, and as more and more of them gather, they begin to form what we commonly recognize as clouds. But let's not be mistaken, these aren't your ordinary puffs of white cotton candy floating in the sky. They are complex and dynamic systems, constantly changing and evolving. They can range from thin, wispy strands known as cirrus clouds to towering, mountain-like cumulus clouds. Each type of cloud is a result of different atmospheric conditions, and each plays a unique role in the water cycle. Clouds are the bridges in the water cycle, connecting the earth and the sky. They are the grand orchestrators, the conductors, if you will, that guide water on its journey through the cycle. Without clouds, there would be no rain, no snow, no hail. The water would not be able to return to the Earth's surface, and the cycle would be broken. This stage of the water cycle, the formation of clouds, is therefore not just a spectacle to marvel at, but a vital part of our planet's survival. It's the step that ensures that the water keeps moving, keeps cycling from the ground to the sky and back again. So, those fluffy clouds in the sky are much more than just pretty sights. They're a crucial part of the water cycle. What causes the downpour that soaks the earth, you might ask? Well, let's dive into the fascinating process of precipitation, an essential phase of the water cycle. Picture this. Floating high above in the sky are fluffy white clouds made of tiny water droplets or ice crystals. These clouds are like water warehouses, storing moisture from the evaporated water that has risen from the Earth's surface. As more and more water vapor cools and condenses, these clouds start to become heavy. But what happens when the clouds can't hold any more water? That's when the magic of precipitation happens. Precipitation is, in essence, the release of water from these overfilled, cloud-based water reservoirs. Now, the form that precipitation takes can vary, and it all boils down to the conditions in the atmosphere. If it's a warm day, the water droplets will merge and fall to the ground as rain. Rain is the most common form of precipitation and plays a vital role in nourishing the earth. But what about when it's cold? Well, that's when things get a little icy. The water droplets can freeze into snowflakes and create a beautiful snowy landscape. And then there's sleet, which is when raindrops freeze into ice pellets before they reach the ground. Or hail, which forms when there are strong upward currents of air in a storm, causing the water to freeze into balls of ice. Each form of precipitation has its own unique role in the water cycle and contributes to the replenishment of the Earth's freshwater supply. It's a process that's been going on for billions of years, and it never stops. So, the next time you find yourself caught in a sudden downpour or waking up to a fresh blanket of snow, remember, it's all part of the water cycle. You're witnessing a tiny part of a vast, global process that keeps life on Earth possible. So whether it's a gentle drizzle or a snowstorm, it's all part of the water cycle. Ever thought about how rainwater benefits us? It's more than just a refreshing downpour on a hot day. Precipitation, in all its forms, is the life-giving descent that recharges our freshwater sources. Imagine the raindrops seeping into the ground, refilling our rivers, and replenishing our underground wells known as aquifers. This water, once locked up in the atmosphere, is now ready for a myriad of uses. It quenches our thirst, irrigates our crops, and powers our industries. It's the morning cup of coffee, the fields of wheat swaying in the breeze, and the running tap water we often take for granted. Precipitation is the heart of the water cycle, beating life into our planet with every drop. And every drop we use, whether it's for drinking, growing food, or operating machinery, is a part of this incredible natural process. So the water we use each day is directly linked to the water cycle. Where does the water go after it hits the ground, you might ask? Well, not all water is immediately absorbed into the earth or evaporates back into the atmosphere. Some of it has a different destiny. It embarks on an exciting journey, a real aquatic adventure, if you will, over the surface of our beautiful planet. Imagine being a water droplet cascading from the sky, landing on a mountaintop. From there, you'd slide down the mountain slopes, joining other droplets in small rivulets. These rivulets merge to form streams rushing down the mountain, carving out valleys, shaping the landscape as they go. These streams then merge together to form larger rivers, winding their way across vast plains, through lush forests and bustling cities, carrying with them not just water but life. These rivers are the arteries of our planet, transporting water, nutrients, and sediments across vast distances, supporting an incredible array of life along their banks. Eventually, these rivers reach their final destination, the ocean. This is the culmination of your journey as a water droplet, from the sky to the land and finally, back to the sea. Here you join billions upon billions of other water molecules in a vast swirling soup of life. But this isn't the end of the journey, quite the contrary. It's a new beginning. The heat from the sun causes you to evaporate, transforming from a liquid into a gas, and you rise into the atmosphere, ready to begin the whole cycle once again. So the water cycle is a never-ending journey, from the sky to the earth and back again. It's a perpetual dance of transformation and movement, a testament to the dynamic and interconnected nature of our planet's systems. It's a story of adventure, of life, of renewal, and it's happening right now all around us. Isn't it fascinating how nature recycles water? Just like the freshwater bodies, our vast oceans also play a critical role in this cyclical journey. As the sun's energy heats the ocean surface, it causes the seawater to evaporate, turning it into vapor that ascends into the atmosphere. Now here's an intriguing fact. The water you sip from your glass today may once have been a part of the vast Atlantic or the serene Pacific. Or perhaps it was a raindrop that quenched the thirst of a dinosaur in a time long past. The water cycle doesn't discriminate. It takes water from all corners of our planet, recycles it, and redistributes it, providing us with the precious resource we need to survive. So, the water cycle is truly nature's amazing recycling system, ensuring that every drop counts.